I am sitting down on the floor. The weekend was so chaotic. I didn't film a video because my husband and I switched rooms. I really wanted his office. I just have to tell you guys that it is the best decision I have ever done. I've been flirting with the idea for a while, but I knew it was gonna be a lot of work, and two, I was so scared I was going to regret it, and I don't. I have no idea if y'all can see, but here's the bed. I have the mirror, the frame, the shelf, my computer over there. Here's how my setup looks right now. I have my nail stuff, I have acetone, and I have this. This is how I have it up. I'm gonna have my camera up here, just like this. And then I'm gonna use these, which I have never ever used, but my nails really need help and I really want to try to do them by myself. I did originally want to bake and do a little more of a chit chat, but since I have an event and I really want to have this video up, I decided to do my nails with you guys, and maybe I'm gonna mess up, but I want to chit chat. Today isn't going to be a venting session. Today is going to be on a positive note, how to manifest good friends, how to keep good friends, and how I did it. I'm not telling you a trick in the book. This is just what happened to me, my experience. I love my friends so much that I thought it would be such a fun video to film because it wasn't always like this. So let's talk about it. How are you with friends? Do you feel like you have a positive outlook when it comes to friends? Do you feel like you have a negative outlook when it comes to friends? Those are really questions you have to ask yourself. If you feel like you're those people that are on Instagram and or Pinterest, wherever you share stuff, Twitter, and you're always sharing stuff with memes talking about your circle being really small, you're an introvert and you don't have any friends, or you know those videos where the bride has so many bridesmaids and you're like, I could never, I don't know how do they have that many friends? That's just not me. Then you really have to take it in and understand that mindset has a lot to do with friendships. A few years ago, that definitely was me. I related to all of these memes, repost, share, haha, but really it wasn't funny inside. I really was miserable inside. I wanted that dynamic of friends so badly. I always wanted a big group of friends. Like I always wanted a lot of friends, and I also believed I was an introvert because I didn't feel safe with the friends that I had. And so I was like, I'm an introvert, right? I want to stay in. But I started to understand that I'm not an introvert at all. I actually do really well around people, and I love people. I love talking to people, and I love getting to know people. It gives me like a high, like a little energy boost. I had this version of myself, right? And I realized that I convinced myself, like I actually convinced myself that I was somebody that people will not give a chance to, and I don't have any friends, and I am lonely. Like I convinced myself, and that's when I started realizing the power of manifesting good friends. Okay, so I'm gonna go somewhere with this, I promise. When I was younger, I was 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I was very, very, very extremely reserved and shy, but mostly I was very broken, and I confused the reserved and shy with somebody who was very, very broken, right? But that version that I was is also the version that everybody around me had. So I didn't say any bad words. Goodness, Rosie saying bad words? No way. Unless she's like really, really, really broken and having a panic attack meltdown, right? So because everybody saw me this way, a year passed by, and then another birthday, and then another birthday, and then another birthday, and everybody just stuck with the idea of like, yeah, Rosie definitely doesn't go out. Rosie does not like going out. And Rosie is very reserved. Rosie doesn't say bad words. Rosie this, Rosie that. And because I also don't drink, no one really gave me a chance, and therefore because everybody saw me this way, I saw myself that way too, and I believed it and everybody else believed it too. Then I allowed myself to grow a little bit, and I was able to put myself in places where people drink and I didn't have panic attacks. Okay, that was a big growth. It doesn't mean I have to drink, I just was able to be cool with it. That was years ago. And do you see what I mean? No one in the years stepped back and saw the growth that I did inside of me, just because everyone stuck to the old Rosie and myself. And so then I realized that the only way to really manifest things that you want is also letting go of older versions that you don't want anymore. You don't relate to that person anymore, yourself, right? So we're gonna grab this little thing right here, look, and we're just gonna do this like this. This is so embarrassing to admit, but I definitely was that person who did have friends, but for some reason, because I was around people that didn't complete me as a person, I just assumed everyone was like this. Even though I did have friendships that I've had since I was 14 years old, I was in this whole new life, making whole new friends, and if something went wrong between those friends, I assumed that's everybody, which is not fair at all to those people you've had since you were younger, or people you've met 2 weeks ago and they're completing you, and then you get in your funk and so you're depressed and you're overthinking, and it's just not fair. A few years ago, what I started doing is just appreciating my friends, and it's something so simple. That was like the first thing I did. The people who send me texts, those people who sent me a happy birthday, the people that gave me a place in their home, and it doesn't mean I have to talk to them every single day. I just appreciated the little things that they did. Life is crazy, y'all. Sometimes it's not personal. People are just so busy with their lives that all you can really do is appreciate the little things some people do for you. And I think when I started doing that, it made a huge change in my attitude with friendships. I didn't even have a baby yet. I wasn't pregnant yet. And that was like the first step of growth. So every then and there, I think it's really important to just say thank you to your friends. Say I'm proud of you to your friends. Do not allow yourself to relate to those memes that say that you're lonely and you don't have that many friends. Say no, like that's not me. I do have some people that love me, because I really, really want you to think about it. Do you have one person that if you were in a dark hole, they would answer the phone, even if it was for 2 minutes of their time, and talk? Just think about it. And it could be a person that you're not really bonding with at the time. So I did realize that one of my problems, of the reason why I wasn't able to see the good people in my life, was because I had them over here, right? And then I had my current friends over here. It was kind of like they were blinding me from the potential that I could have. So I was spending a lot of time with these people over here and not a lot of time with these people over here. And because I was spending a lot of time with these people over here, I just wasn't looking at these people over here, which is horrible of me, right? And I was giving the wrong people my time and day, my attention, and that's just not fair to yourself, and that is definitely not fair to the other people that are there whenever you need them. So allow yourself to be a bad guy and just do it, y'all. Send that text message saying that you're not interested and you want to move on, and it's gonna suck for a while, but time heals. We're not going to be able to be the best versions of ourselves if we're always going back to the same pattern and the same people that give us a bad pattern, you know? It's very, very true when they say you are who you are around. Getting into a healthy friendship really helped me heal, you guys. Like, it healed me in so many ways I cannot tell you guys. I also allowed myself to grow. I do say some bad words. Started with being very grateful for the ones I had, then to eliminating people that didn't fulfill me, to toxic patterns in my head, to anxiety, to depression, to opening my heart and allowing good friendships, then people just started coming. I think it's safe to say that we gravitate to people who have good energy, right? Because if we want a good life, we want a happy life, we want to be like those people, right? Like, there's a reason my husband and I are obsessed with the show Ted Lasso that finished on Apple TV. We love his energy. We just love his aura that character brings out. We just want to be happy like him. We want people to look at us the way we see him. Find those examples in your life. Find the people that make you feel happy. And I'm not trying to say to mimic them, but what do they do that make them have such a beautiful aura? What is it about them? Because to me, Ted Lasso is just a happy person. And so that's when I realized I just want to be happy. I want people to look at me like I'm happy. And I'm not gonna lie, like, that can be tough because when you're someone who has childhood trauma, it's not always gonna be that way. And there's some things I want to share that comes to childhood trauma. I may not be the most positive everywhere. There are gonna be things that I'm gonna laugh about that it's very inappropriate to other people. Okay, so now let's talk about acquaintances, friends, family, and putting people in a category, because I think putting people in a category will help some of you heal. It's okay to have acquaintances in your life, you know? Not everybody has to be your best friend. Not everyone has to be somebody who answers a FaceTime call. We really can be those people that we have different type of friends. We have our family friends, and we have our acquaintances, and then we have just our friends, and then we have our best friend. Let's say we meet someone and we sort of hit it off, but then we feel like we're getting really ghosted. The truth is, you guys, some people don't mean to ghost you because they don't like you. Sometimes it's not personal. For some people, they don't have their life figured out. And some people can only give you, let's say, 30% of the 100% that you expect in a friend. And so when that person is like somebody that you really hit it off, but they only give you 30% of the 100% you expect for someone to be your close friend, just make them an acquaintance. Why does everyone have to be super close to you? Like, why? Why do you need everyone to be your best friend? It's a whole point of life. People give us different things in our life. Isn't it kind of awesome to just have different type of people in your life with different characters, people who have different hobbies, that do different things? And when you have your own family, life gets busy, y'all, and sometimes it really is not personal. And I know this may be a little bit hurtful, but maybe the way you connected with that person, they didn't connect with you. And I know that hurts really freaking bad, but it's also okay. It's also okay to connect with them at the little moments when you see them at little parties or events. Try to be a positive person. Not for them, not for anybody, but for yourself. Try to be a likable person for yourself. Be the person that you want to like. Be the person that if you were to watch a YouTube video of somebody and you're like, damn, I kind of want to be like them. I want people to look at me the way I see them. And that could be a really like positive aura. You're gonna start realizing that the more kind you are to yourself, the more patience you have with yourself and with people around you, the more people are going to gravitate towards you. We're finally going to put these on, finally. You guys, what? Oh my god, you guys, this looks so good. All right, my lips, so my nails are done. That is crazy. It got so hot down there that I was like, I have to come up here. But we're gonna just paint our nails really freaking quick, you guys. I don't have much time. It's just like this cute little simple color. So the goal to this video is to hopefully change your perspective when it comes to friends. I want you to be happy, fulfilled, talk really good about yourself, talk really good about people, because what you put out in the world you shall receive back. I really do believe in manifesting. I think what we say about ourselves out in the world is just what we're going to convince the world and ourselves that that's what happens. So if we're literally saying, oh my gosh, I am so lonely, I have no friends and nobody likes me. I mean, we're only convincing ourselves that nobody does like us. And so all we're going to do is going to look at the things that people don't do for us, rather than waking up and every morning and saying, I am very grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my friends and everything that they do. You're gonna start looking at the little things that people do for you. So you're gonna start looking at the positive things that people do for you, and the time they take, and the little text messages that they send whenever they're a little bit worried about you. You're just going to start looking at the better things of people, their better half, instead of the negative side. It's all you are believing that is out there for you. Okay, so this is how they turned out. I put a little bit of this over here. For being the first time, they're not bad, but I have to start getting ready for this event. It's gonna be really, really quick. Honest, I don't love my hair, but Pablo got me some coffee. I was going to drive there, but I think Pablo started panicking a little bit, secretly. Look at my nails, you guys. It looks so pretty, but I'll be honest, I tried taking a picture for Instagram and they look like I did them. And I wish they kind of looked like I went to go get them done, and they don't, but was hungry, and so we came to In-N-Out.